A very good morning, class. We are meeting for a Science and Technology Part 2 period. And the topic we had started in the earlier period, we are going to continue with that topic. And the topic is social health. As we discussed in the earlier class, we came across various factors that affect our social health. We saw how mental stress, addictions, and incurable disease affect the health of the society as well as a person. We also saw that how modern technology is making people self centered. We came across various reasons why people have lost communication with their near and dear ones. Today, we'll continue with the chapter. And the topic that we are going to start today is the symptoms of mental ill health. Mentally ill persons are those who are indulging in such destructive and unnatural activities. Selfie sites. Person constantly takes selfies as they are not aware about their surroundings and the risk that make them victims. People indulging in selfies is not aware about the world around and the risk. Person who commits domestic violence. Suicidal thoughts, sending messages to others and then committing suicides. Such risk Such sick people actually need support and they want others to sympathize with them. Spending a lot of time on television, computer, or cell phones without having conscience about time management is also a sign of mental illness. So, what are this? These are all symptoms that a person is mentally ill. If a person is sending, if a person is telling you, I'm frustrated, I want to commit suicide, I want to take poison, this is nothing, but he is mentally sick and he needs some guidance. He needs a proper guidance. He needs a person who can guide him properly, who can give him positive attitude. Similarly, if we continuously sit on mobile phones playing games or surfing on the internet, that creates a lot amount of stress among us. Mobile phones, we go into that gaming zone and we feel as if we are inside that game. We start assuming that the world around us is a game again. We start behaving with people in such a manner. Some television serials, they provoke us to become a bad person. By looking at the characters, we try to behave or we try to inculcate those bad values inside us. So this is what these are symptoms of people, of the person is suffering from mental illness. And one of the example of such mental illness is a cyber crime. We should always remember that we should not share any kind of personal information on phone, especially the details of our bank account, Aadhaar card, PAN card, credit card, or debit card numbers, etc. Cheating persons by using this information is the greatest cyber crime. You have always heard people saying, or you have always heard the advertisement saying, we shouldn't share any type of personal information like a bank account number, a CVV number, a Aadhaar card number, a PAN card number to anyone who is on a phone call saying, I am from this respective bank, I want to just cross check the information. No, we shouldn't disclose our private information anywhere on any online websites or anywhere to any telephonic calls. Similarly, if PIN of any debit or credit card is known to a stranger, he or she can make fraudulent transactions. Every time you see on Crime Patrol or you see on Savdhan India, you find cases where people have actually faced such kind of fraudulent transactions. People say, I have not done this transaction, but a certain amount has been deducted from my bank account. How this has happened? Some people sitting back have got certain information from any websites, might be from online websites or from surfing websites which you used to surf or get information. They used your account details and then they carried out this transaction. So we should be aware that when the Google asks you whether we should save the password or no, you should always say never. You should not tell Google to remember the password, and always You should keep on changing your password every now and then. Even when I receive, see, all of very small kids to do all these transactions, but you can tell this to your parents because they are using a debit card, because they are using online transactions. Might be they are transferring, NEFT is being done, or any kind of online transaction, might be Google Pay or something like that. Password for each app that they are using. Bank accounts have removed certain apps. Banks itself carry on certain apps. For NEFT transactions, for online transaction, we rely on Google Pay, we rely on Paytm. So every now and then the password might be in a month, might be in 2 months, in 3 months, but maximum in 3 months we should change the password so that we are aware, or we make ourselves safe from any kind of such transactions, fraudulent transactions. The PIN number and CVV number should be kept total secret. Otherwise, the bank transactions are done using PIN without the knowledge of customers. In online purchases, many a times consumers are cheated. In this, the consumers are shown superior items on website, but actually the inferior ones are sold to them. So this is the most important thing that is happening in today's world. On FB, you'll have got various marketing sites. You get various details. Your parents might be using WhatsApp. Your mom might be using a WhatsApp. She might be having some online shop or online group wherein she might be getting information about clothings or something like that. And then when you go and you order that particular item and it comes to your house, that particular item or product, it might be of not the best quality or the quality that was promised to you. So these are the things that are happening online. And if we are safe from this, that doesn't mean that further or in future, these things won't happen to us. This might happen to us. So we need to be, intelligent enough. We need to be alert enough that these type of things should not happen with us. Fake hacking of information is done by some programs in which the confidential information about government, institutes and companies is obtained from internet with the help of computer programs. So there are various computer programs that give you information. People, it's a very small task, at your age, at when you are 15 years of old, most of the boys might be knowing, I know to hack a password, I know to hack an account. This is the language that you speak. I can hack my neighbor's password. I know without asking him, I know his password. I have hacked his password. Or you use some pirated websites like websites which give you for your games, which help to give you lifelines. So these websites are nothing but these are what they seek information that is stored inside your mobile phones, and information regarding your parents has been leaked out through these programs to the hacker sitting over there. Also, Facebook fake accounts are opened and false information is displayed there. Like a girl can open a fake Facebook account placing any boy's picture on it or anything, and then she can chat with any person. That is the reason fake FB accounts seeking any information, a little amount of information being shared over there, and you might think, okay, he's my friend or she's my friend. I've seen her before, I've met her before, she's one of the common friends. And you start talking to that person, later on you realize that's a fake account. And many of you kind of people or many of your age people, they fall trap into these accounts, into such fake accounts. So be aware. If you don't know the person, don't accept a Facebook request. If you don't know that person, don't accept or don't follow any Instagram request. In internet piracy, written literature, software, photos, videos, music, etc. of other person are misused or illegally used. Misuse of electronic media, sending messages, spreading vulgar pictures, and provocative statements is also a cybercrime. Very rapid exchange of information through media like email, Facebook, and WhatsApp takes place these days. But we have to take care about leaking of our own important information. However, when our personal information and phone numbers are automatically spread and reach to fraudulent people, then they commit malpractices which can hinder the function or shut the cell phones or computers. You have seen or you have heard cases, Southern India and Crime Patrol, they go on telling you, they go on warning you, and they go on discussing these cases. And they keep on telling you that such kind of fraudulent activities has been happening. Might be you are not trapped in it, but you might be the next target. So be aware, keep yourself alert to all these things happening around you. Not, nobody will knock your door and tell you, I'm going to fraud you, I'm going to do any kind of malpractices to you. Before posting a picture on the FB or social media, please check, recheck. Any of your pictures can be misused by any of your friends also. So trusting them is not safe. Posting pictures on FB is not safe. At this age, no. Post your pictures, but post your pictures in such a manner. Keep the privacy settings to the highest extent where nobody can take a screenshot of it, nobody can download a photo of it. To overcome all these problems, government has set up a cybercrime unit. This is the department that collects the details and investigates the cybercrime and thereby finds the criminal with the help of the internet. This department is under the police department. It has all experts of the field of internet technology. So, if any kind of fraudulent activities, malpractices, vulgar pictures, wrong messages are being sent, so these particular type of cases are being sent to the cybercrime office, and then they investigate. They go to the IP address, they investigate the person, whoever has sent it, and they take a solution. If the person is found guilty, or once they find out that person who has created this kind of mess, that person is jailed or punished to whatever crime he has been performed. There was this IT Act that was passed in the year 2000. The IT Act is enacted since 17th October 2000. It was amended in 2008. So in 2008 they amended, they started thinking that we should remove such kind of act. They started removing laws, punishments, and they stated this act, and this act was placed in front of Supreme Court, and then Supreme Court passed this act on 17th of October 2000. This act contains cyber criminal, the one whoever does cyber crime gets imprisonment for 3 years or a fine of up to 5 lakh of rupees as a punishment. Maharashtra state is the first state to start cyber crime unit which is controlling the cyber crimes. So these all things are going around us. These all things are somewhere or the other affecting us. So that creates a lot amount of stress. And to release or to set ourselves free from such kind of stress, we should we should be able to manage our stress. So how are we going to manage our stress? First, going to laughter clubs. You have heard, you will have seen, and of course, you know also that what are laughter clubs. People gather together and relive their mental stress by laughing out loudly. It is thought that by laughing together, the stress is reduced. Communicating with all the people who are significant in our life, especially with our parents. Have a daily communication. What all activities you all do in the entire day. Sit and talk to your parents. Seek advice from your parents that, okay, my friend did this kind of task. She did wrong thing. What should we do? Discuss these things with your parents. Seek a positive advice. Seek a right advice from your parents. Expressing your feelings with your near and dear ones and noting down our feelings. Express your feelings towards them. That if you require anything, you go and you tell your parents, they listen to you. If you are sad, you go and tell your mom, tell your dad, they'll sit and they'll listen to you. So start expressing your feelings. Whatever you feel, you should go and you should start telling it to your parents. Start practicing your hobbies. Whatever you like, start doing it to release your stress. So hobbies like collecting photographs, Reading, cooking, sculpturing, drawing, rangoli, dancing, etc. can relieve the stress in a major way. It also always, helps in reducing stress, or you get a positive attitude. Diverting the energy and mind towards positive thinking and removing negative thoughts need to be practiced for stress free life. Of course, we should start practicing, we should start taking things in a positive manner. We should think each and every problem that comes in our life, instead of thinking negative thoughts, we should start taking these all challenges that come in our life in a positive way. Learning and listening to music and singing reduces the stress. Physical and outdoor games exercise discipline. Yoga, meditation, deep breathing, yogic sleep techniques, massaging, visiting the spa helps to relieve the stress. Balanced and good food and meditation, enjoying nature, gardening, bird watching, lingering in nature, rearing a pet, these all things help. When you actually go and perform such activities, you understand you understand that yes, somewhere or the other you feel relieved. The stress, the negative thoughts that were there in your mind have somewhere or the other disappeared. People are facing a lot amount of mental problems like depression and frustration. If we find people who are depressed, who are frustrated, we should go and give them medical guidance. We should start counseling. We should go for their psychotherapy. And if at all possible, then seek a help from an NGO. There are various NGOs that are placed around us in Mumbai or in India where government is taking an initiative to release stress among families. Family stress is being created because might be father is an alcoholic. This might be not seen in the middle class families, but in lower middle class families and the poor people, this is a very common problem where people are addicted to tobacco, alcohol, cigarettes and all those stuff. So there are various institutions that seek out help, and one of the institution is Unified Movement Against Tobacco. 45 different well-known organizations such as WHO, Tata Trust, etc. have started the movement to control tobacco consumption. The guidelines is also provided to the activities who are active in anti-tobacco campaign. Next is Salam Mumbai Foundation. The children from slum area are given opportunities in the field of education, sports, art and business. The organization also helps the children in the field of education and helps them to improve their health and lifestyle. This organization helps each school to take the oath of freedom from tobacco. So these Salam India Foundation people, volunteers, they go to each and every school in Mumbai and they take initiative. They encourage people, they encourage children to get into sports, to indulge into extracurricular activities, and they start removing out talent, hidden talent from the children. Basically, children from the slum area. And there are various government schemes. Children in distress or facing any type of trouble can call on a helpline number set by the government. Proper help and guidelines are offered to children if they narrate the problem to this helpline number. So class, a chapter is completed. You can sit, you can read the entire chapter, mark your doubts, and be prepared. Once the school reopens, we will have a discussion session in which we will discuss certain issues and we'll talk on those issues and we'll clear out your doubts. So class, stay home, be safe, keep studying. Thank you.